there's an art to doing that while knowing there's a thing to do, right? Because having a story to make and yet making it without the compulsion, you're saying it's impossible to be compulsive if you start from the, or when you start from the healthy place.
That's probably the best word to use for it, just healthy.
Yeah. When there's that story in mind, and it's like, oh, like this is the thing I'm doing, and it's like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it next month. I'm going to keep doing it. But then to continue to do that, always from this place where like the essence of like the stories we're making is so much rooted in that. But to continue that, like if I was going to write a book, I think there is parts of me that I would start writing, and then I would end up grabbing the pieces from the things I know, which is all mostly based in that compulsory stuff, fictional crap, that I would end up writing like death and like things that are like not from that place, because I'm I get
death, not Terry Pratchett's death.
Death. Well, I mean, what I meant, like death, like
things that are useless.
Yeah, like people killing each other and stuff for no reason. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I would end up writing
things that are dead. It's like, why does this exist?
Yeah.
Why would you ever?
I would end up writing dead things a little bit. Occasionally, I would have to watch, like the artist, to watch myself, make sure I'm not doing that because it's bad, but come back to that place. And then what I find more interesting when I'm in that place is not to write about that stuff, but to do something that's starting fresh and that's out of a creative actual life, instead of this compulsory attachment to what's been.
It's like it's similar to like why I'm writing V with a zombie, because I think they're totally in this zone. Just mindless creatures, cannon fodder. Gotta have like cool scenes of heads chopped off and just blood everywhere for no reason other than like spectacle and stimulation. And it's like, how would you actually do that in a really funny way or interesting way, in some way?
Something it's like taking like Terry Pratchett taking death and doing something else.
Yeah. So like if you had something like a violent car chase or a love triangle or a redemption arc that involved honor and loyalty, whatever, like obviously you can do those really well. Like those are things. Mm-hmm. But if you start from there, you're screwed. You can't start from there. You have to start from the proper, true creativity, which is like this freedom to just do something that is good and awesome and cool, because it's like, what else would you do when you're completely free and aware and at peace? What are you going to do? Something awesome. So you're going to do awesome stuff.
Screwed in the sense that it's like, it's just, you could write about that, but I think most people wouldn't write about those things if they weren't conditioned to do so.
Yeah. Even when it's done well, it's usually partially from this place, because they don't really know what else there is.
Yeah.
So like, even if you start from that place, you're still within the context of the world, especially if you grew up in the industry of making things, which is like,
for sure,
you can have,
or you've been in it forever,
or even are just aware of it and following it at all. So Terry Pratchett's death, or Zuko from Avatar, or whatever, like that stuff is going to be written about, because it does help this world, in the sense that even if you came from that place but you were fully like immersed in the context of the world, and people needed to hear or see certain things at a certain time, whatever it is, there are going to be so many good stories about the things that are just But you could, if people just started there, we wouldn't even need that. Like it would be just kind of goofy. We would look at it all as a joke, and we would come up with so much more cool stuff that nobody has seen yet.